Which person had the worst downfall in the last 5 years? Not that Danny Masterson had much of a career after that 70s show, but it's hard to top being imprisoned for 30 years for multiple rapes. R. Kelly without a doubt. Apprehended in 2019 and in 2022 was convicted for sex trafficking, child pornography, and sexual exploitation of a minor. 31-year sentence and will probably die in prison. George Santos went from being one of the greatest volleyball players ever, a Rhodes Scholar, Wall Street guru, real estate tycoon, Jewish icon, and former president of Brazil to a lowly exiled member of the US Congress. Coup de grace. Colleen balling a grimacing face. Elizabeth Holmes and Michael Avanti come to mind. Daniel Alves. From a Barcelona legend, to a hated player on Sao Paulo, to prison for rape. Matt Lauer. Ned from Try Guys. Boris Johnson finally got the job he'd clearly felt entitled to since his youth after years of falling upwards due to his LOL he's such a card, look at his scruffy hair gimmick, only to find that he was utterly shit at it and then had to resign in disgrace. Sam Bankman-Fried. Kevin Spacey. It's crazy he was one of my fave actors. Jada Smith. I went from not knowing her name to knowing all about her affairs. Shane Dawson. Armie Hammer. Myself. 5 years exactly. Jussie Smollett. Rudy Giuliani. Justin Roiland. Ezra Miller. Ellen DeGeneres. X200B. Edit OMG crazy, this blew up as much as it did. I'll be honest and say that in the past, I would have loved to meet her based on how she was portrayed and the fact that it appeared she helped so many people. It's great the truth came out, but really sad how so many people were so negatively affected by her. Thanks for the karma. Ellen DeGeneres for sure. Went from beloved to truly cancelled. She's completely irrelevant now. Lizzo. Yee. Alex Murdaugh had a pretty swift fall from grace. Bill Cosby is on the Mount Rushmore of public disgraces. Armie Hammer. He was moving towards being an A-list movie star, and now nobody wants to see him in movies again after the stories came out. Drake Bell. Jonathan Majors. He was about to go supersonic, until his own bad behavior caught up with him. John McAfee. Ron Jeremy. He went from being the most recognizable male porn star in the world to being a locked-up mentally ill rapist. Antonio Brown. It's more like 9 years. But Kanye West. From rap god to lunatic presidential candidate. Elon Musk. Front page Reddit used to absolutely choke on his dick. Now they're trying desperately to act like that never happened. I think Oprah's downfall is on its way. Will Smith. Harvey Weinstein. Don't know it's exactly 5 years, but I feel like Elon Musk went from Iron Man going into space and creating the electric car to Twitter troll and king meme maker in a really short time. Edit: I know Elon didn't actually create the electric car, he just popularized his Tesla brand for mainstream audiences. Herman Cain has a new award named after him. It's not a good award. Rudy Giuliani. From America's mayor to a conspiracy theorist nut job who leaks hair dye. Sure, there was a long time between him being mayor and now, but I don't think anyone knew how far he sank until the 2020 election. It's about to be Justin Timberlake. Joss Whedon. Nobody has mentioned James Franco. Boogie 2988. At some point, he was considered the voice of reason on YouTube, particularly between 2016 and 2018 when Gamergate and culture were hot topic. He was even financially set for life if he was smart. Now he is a hot mess and has to beg to stay afloat. Norm. X200B. And he took a little bit of a lot of people with him. Epstein and Maxwell. Alec Baldwin. Elizabeth Holmes. Theranos CEO. Kanye West. Russell Brand. He went from appearing in big-budget movies like Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Despicable Me: Death on the Nile, from making regular TV appearances and being married to a famous pop star to a divorced YouTube conspiracy theorist who nobody would work with and was recently accused of being a sexual predator and rapist. The amount of people saying me is sad. I hope things get better for all of them. I know I'm just a stranger on Reddit, but if anyone needs someone to talk to, DM me. Bam Margera. Aunt Jemima. Will fucking Smith. Goes from beloved by Hollywood and America and winning the Academy Award to being completely cancelled, unemployable, rejected, embarrassed, dismissed and banned overnight. Lots or Russians that dislike Putin. I think Rudy Giuliani having some kind of basic respectability as America's mayor and descending into a craven, bankrupt goblin holding press conferences in front of lawn care centers while hair dye streams down his cheek has to be right on up there. And, funny thing, his worst days are ahead of him. Kevin Spacey. He went from being a well-respected actor to being cancelled immediately after his allegations. Alec Baldwin and Hilaria Baldwin. For your consideration, a Hilaria Baldwin. Gina Carano. Went from having her own Disney-produced Star Wars spin-off series lined up to essentially no career because she couldn't contain her bullshit. Not going to win the runoff on the worst downfall but deserves a nomination. There's been some good ones named already. Machine Gun Kelly's downfall was hilarious. Picked a fight publicly with Eminem. Got dissed so bad he changed genres. Kevin Spacey. Elon Musk went from a super intelligent futurist with multiple successful businesses and managed to get a lot of people on board with his far-out ideas like Mars, maglev and the self-landing rockets. Now he's a 14-year-old edgelord reliving his apparently terrible school years, only this time he owns the school, so he thinks he looks really cool and tough in that 14-year-old boy way. Everyone is laughing at him but he doesn't realize that he's the joke and it's all his own fault. That idiot pillow guy is up there. I feel like it's about to be that dude from NSYNC. The My Pillow guy. Elon Musk. Will Smith. Probably. I feel so bad for that guy, and every time I see Jada Pinkett Smith it's always some new negative news about what she has never revealed. Conor McGregor is one that comes to mind. While he is still filthy rich, he went from being one sports icon, crazy popular and known for not only his antics, but also his insane fighting skills. Now he's mainly known for doing cocaine and being a twat to others. Oh, and not fighting. Prince Harry. He was once one of the most popular and sought-after men. Now he's just a joke. The royal family must have been really protecting him until Meghan came along. She